If you're looking for a movie that's funny, has action, and a bit of romance, I have the film for you. Shotgun Wedding stars some of the biggest names in Hollywood right now. Lead actors Jennifer Lopez and Josh Duhamel bring their families together for a once in a lifetime wedding, except everyone ends up being held hostage. I spoke with Callie Hernandez, Darcy Carden, Cheech Marin, Steve Coulter, and the one and only Jennifer Coolidge about bringing this wild, campy script to life and much more. You played Jennifer Lopez's sister and then a daughter of Cheech Marin and Sonia Braga,
I
which
know.
doesn't get too much better. Would you talk a little bit about working with that crew?
Yeah, I mean, Cheech is, he calls me Flaca, because I'm just, that's
Yeah.
his nickname for me. We love each other, he's crazy. He kind of reminds me of my own dad a little bit. And then Sonia Braga, I mean, she's,
Yeah.
of course she's a legend. And I made everybody, well, I didn't make everyone, but since we all lived together, we had a little theater, and I kind of pushed to host little Q&As and screenings of everyone's films. So we watched, Coolidge's um, uh, Best in Show, and we watched
Yes.
Cheech's Up in Smoke, and we watched Sonia Braga's Moon Over Parador, and Kiss of the Spider Woman. And I can't say really enough about how much I love Sonia.
Yeah.
She's like a really, really special, brilliant presence. And I mean, yeah, I couldn't ask for better on-screen parents.
It's amazing. And I'd like to start with you, Cheech. This film is an adventure kind of rom-com, but
Yeah.
it's also about reconnecting with family and those who truly love you. And I know that
Oh,
you shot this film at a time when you all were on an island during the pandemic. And I wonder if you would talk a little bit about that aspect of the movie, Cheech.
Well, not only do we shoot it on it wasn't on an island, but it was on a tropical location. But we all lived together. All
Yeah.
the actors lived together in the same place, in the same, and we ate dinners together and movies and did everything together every day. So that really, before we even shot one frame, that
Yeah.
really kind of started our relationship, you know. So by the time we started filming, we kind of knew each other. And so it was easier to kind of, actually act,
Yeah.
in an improvisation, so it looked real.
What does it mean to you that queer people really find something in you that is meaningful to us? Because I'm one of them. So
I
yeah.
I don't I mean the honor is mine. Like I don't really know how to even put it into words. And it's, it's the community that I love, and I it the love that I'm getting is it can like put tears in my eyes. So let's not go there too hard, but it's a very like special community to me. And yeah, it definitely was a fun thing to lean into the campiness, and Jason Moore, you know, is this amazing Broadway and movie director who definitely leans into the campiness, and
Yeah.
and um I think it was always fun every day that Sonia Braga was on set. Anything she would say, I would look at him and we would just like goo goo eyes together. Like, oh my God, is she real? I would, text him things that she said at dinner or whatever. We obsessed over her.
It's really a little bit about family and kind of reconnecting
Yeah.
with your loved ones. And I wonder if you would speak to
Yes.
that aspect.
She's,
know.
we got a smart one. No, yes, no, it is. Well, I think that's the key to what I think makes the movie work is it's genuinely funny, but it's kind of based in, these are good people trying really hard. They're just really flawed. And I think that's one of the things that's fun about for an audience is like, oh, they might recognize themselves. It's not like, because you have Jennifer Lopez and Josh Duhamel who are just big, sexy movie stars, but they're very flawed in this movie. They seem very normal trying to get through stuff. And I think that's what feels different about it. What would you
Yeah,
say
it's
here?
wonderful. Well,
Okay, go ahead.
oh no, well, Jennifer, I'm with the Advocate, so I want to be sure I mentioned this. I spoke with Steve more earlier, and this film is very campy. And obviously, you have cemented your status as an icon for LGBTQ plus people. I wonder if you could talk a little bit to playing
Carol in this movie who gets to wield a semi-automatic in the name of her family. And then, also just what does it mean to you that queer people really connect with you and your vibe and what you give off?
Well, it's funny, it's harder to know what vibe you give out because it's so hard. It's hard to because you don't know. It's hard to know what your vibe is personally. But I think if I was trying to analyze, maybe this is just a guess of mine. I'm someone who tries very hard to get things right, and a lot of the time things sort of go south for whatever reason. And I don't know, maybe people are somehow like that. And I mean, in the way that like there's nothing slick about me. So it's not, I don't maybe feel like unattainable, like, you know what I mean? I could never be a supermodel or I could never be some, you know what I mean? So maybe people like that I'm not, even close to perfect or,
Radiate a kindness. I think that's what I think people trust her. They trust her in a show, but they also, I think you radiate a trust, like that's someone I could count on if I was in trouble.
Well, when I was in Hawaii about a year ago, I was staying at this place that was on top of a hill and I didn't have a car. And so I was hitchhiking down to town and everybody picked me up. And I thought, like, no one thought like I was a psycho killer. Or anything. I mean, everybody would give me a ride.
I would pick you up.
But, I felt like, you know what I mean? I remember thinking, when I get in the car, I was like, people must think I'm not like, I guess they like, they've seen me in movies to know that I'm not gonna,
Well, we've seen a lot
do
of
anything
people.
bad to them. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, there's nothing bad going on, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to know, but I do like the fans and the people, the people that like whatever I'm doing. I that's the coolest thing about our job is that I do like whoever likes me, I like them. Like we're all sort of the same thing, whatever it is. I don't know. It's sort of like a tribe or something.
Thank you to the cast for speaking with me. The movie is a lot of fun. You can stream Shotgun Wedding January 27th on Prime Video. For more of my full interviews with the biggest stars in entertainment, open the Advocate channel on YouTube.